Andy, happy 60th birthday. I just wanted to say a few things about you. On the 11th of January 1985, my life changed forever when I met you. I will always remember the first evening that we met, and you took my hand to look at my nail varnish, or so you say, and in that instant, I knew that you were going to be someone very special in my life. You always look after me and put me first. Well, apart from when it comes to portion sizes. You always bring me a cup of tea in bed in the mornings, and I really appreciate that. I love it when you send me messages when you're at work, and that when the ice cream man comes round, you always go out to get me a 99. Well, mostly anyway, apart from the time you said that he didn't stop for you. I love your sense of humour, total cheese, and how you laugh at your own jokes, and you can laugh at yourself as well.
Oh God!
What?
The mole! The mole's there!
Where?
It's actually...
Oh,
quick!
Let's get a spade.
Quick.
Don't look. No, go away.
I'm not looking.
It's not the mole, you idiot.
What is
It's
it?
only fake mole. What are you doing? What are you doing, you plunker?
What is it?
Your DIY and gardening skills are impressive, especially as you've had to teach yourself. And obviously your cooking skills, well, you know they're the reason that I married you. But seriously, one of my favourite times and things to do is to sit down with a meal that you've cooked and a glass of wine and just sit and chat over it. And it's amazing that this often leads me to finding things about you that I didn't even know. Like you winning a fish trophy. Andy, you have always supported me in everything that I've done and I do. And you were a rock when my mum was ill and died. I don't think I could have done this without you. You're a kind and caring nature, and I feel blessed that we found each other and created such a beautiful family together. Thank you for being such an amazing husband. I chose well.
Happy 60th birthday, bro! Remember this?
George, what is Grandad good at doing when he comes to our house?
Doing paintwork.
Yeah, he does. What else does he do when he comes round?
That need decorations on.
Yeah. He's good at fixing things, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Grandad.
A letter to my dad. Dear Dad, the big milestone is here. It's finally your 60th birthday. I feel so grateful to be celebrating this day with you. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for the lifetime of memories that you have given me. You have always worked so hard to provide for us as a family, and because of that, we never went without. You taught us all the fun things, like how to swim, how to ride a bike, and you taught us the importance of money, even though we always thought you were just being stingy. You helped us to get our first part-time jobs, and you also took us out on driving lessons. You truly deserve a medal for living with 4 ladies and putting up with all of our hormones. You have always been that fun dad, and you never fail to make us smile and laugh. Everybody that meets you loves you, and I feel so lucky that I've had your influence throughout my whole life. I hope your 60s bring you everything that you wish for, and I love you loads. From your favourite daughter and daddy's gal, Beth.
I've just been thinking about our life together, Andy, and I've come up with some memories, some good and some not so good. One of the first things and the best things I remember about when we first met is how I used to come over to the Tudor Gate on a Sunday night, and we used to meet up there in your room every Sunday, and I used to look forward to that all week. I remember our second date, it was really icy, and you came over to collect me from Collingtree where I was working, and you being you, where did we go? We went to the chip shop and we sat in the car and had fish and chips, but actually I really enjoyed it. The day we got engaged was a memory that I'll always remember. It was at the Horseshoe Pub in Sywell, and it went something like this. So, are we going to get married then? And you was like, yeah, okay. And that was it really, but we did. And we got married 3 months later. And I remember when you went on your stag night, you were so ill that the next day we were supposed to be going to MFI to choose some furniture for our new house. And when we got there and opened the door, you were so sick. I had to bring you home, and I was in quite a bad mood with you. But I also remember the time that we went out and I drank a little bit too much, and we had to stop outside the police station, and I was sick outside the police station. Our wedding day was great. We didn't have much money, and the car was late because the tyre blew, and I was half an hour late to the wedding, but I was so relieved when I got there that you were still waiting for me. And although we did it on a shoestring, it was fantastic, and we're still together after 37 years. And on our honeymoon, one of my main memories is when we went to Longleat Park and we went into the maze, and we were literally in the middle of the maze, didn't know our way out, and the heavens opened and it absolutely chucked it down with rain. We got soaked. We eventually got out, and I just remember getting back to the car and you giving me your jumper so I could dry myself off. Not sure if you'd still do that now. Maybe you would. And I also remember on our honeymoon, do you remember the bridge with the fish? We used to sneak bread rolls out from our breakfast and go onto the bridge and feed the fish. That was a nice memory. Our first home was really special when we bought our first home together. And I remember when you was painting the back door step. Red was the in colour at the time, and you was painting it red. And I'd gone upstairs for something, and when I came down, you were sitting on the step, and I said, what are you doing? You said, I'm just having a break. But you didn't realise you were sitting on the step, you just painted it. And you had red paint all over your trousers. That was funny. I remember the day you tried to teach me to toss a pancake. Didn't go too well. I think I threw it up in the air, but, well, I was meant to, but instead of throwing it up in the air, I threw it at you, and you tried to catch it. Because it's so hot, you were like juggling this pancake in the air. It made me really laugh. And I remember the holiday we had to West Bay. I'm sure you don't forget that. We went with Mum and Dad in the caravan, and Emily must have been about 18 months old. Oh dear, it was the worst holiday I've ever had. My mum was snoring all night. I was feeling sick because I was expecting Sam. Emily wouldn't sleep, so you was up at 5 o'clock every morning pushing around the campsite. Oh, and then towards the end of the holiday you got food poisoning and you were sick all over my mum's flip-flops. Terrible holiday. And my dad was in such a bad mood. I think we came home early, but I think you had to drive the car and the caravan home and you still had food poisoning. But we have had some good holidays, and I love our holidays at Bournemouth. And when we just go and sit on the pier, have a chat, have a coffee and watch the world go by, that's one of my favourite times. And do you remember when we had the girls? Well, it would be Emily, the first one. You was waiting for ages, weren't you, to watch this boxing match? I think it was Mike Tyson. And I went to bed and literally you'd sat down to watch the match. I got in bed and my waters broke with Emily. So you didn't get to watch the match. So you can blame Emily for that one. And then we went to the hospital and the nurse midwife sent you home because she was being sick. And she snatched the bowl off you and said, "You can't be sick in that. That's the bowl for the placenta." So you got sent home and I was left there in labour with Emily. But we have had lots of ups and downs in our marriage, I know that. But we've got through it all, haven't we? And we're stronger together, I'm sure about that. But our favourite memories will always be having the girls and when they were little. I love those times. And thank you for the times we've had together. And I hope we've got lots more memories to make in the future. I love you.
We want you to know we are so proud of how hard you have always worked, right from when you used to get up at 4 o'clock on the weekends in all weathers to help Frank on his milk round. And then your chefing years with all of the unsociable hours, and you're still working hard to this day. We want to take you back to your much younger days at Ivy Road when you managed to get quite a big fish tank up to your bedroom. You filled it with water and fish while we were on holiday. Dubbing the shell on the tortoise before it went into hibernation and it not waking up. We wonder why. Having a fascination of fire, with you and Brian Martin starting a fire on the allotments. Getting so sunburnt on holiday with Paul Fisher you could hardly lay down for a week. Are we ringing any bells here? Oh yes, and you did try and feed Joanne a Kit Kat when she was only a few weeks old. We could go on, but as it is your special birthday, we'll rest our case. We hope you have a really special day. Love always, Mum and Dad. P.S. Is pork pie and HP baked beans off the menu these days?
Here's a poem for my dad, who pushes my buttons and makes me mad. You really get on my bloody nerves, but as it's your birthday, I guess you deserve a few kind compliments here and there, though I can't give you any about your grey hair. Your nose and bad spellings are the butt of our jokes, but kind and caring you are to folk. Dependable, hardworking and handy too, even though you can be a poo. A caring, kind granddad to George and Sammy, a gal to add soon with baby Rammy. You should be well used to dealing with girls. I know us three and Mum are your whole world. When times have been hard, there's nothing to fear. You always come through with a listening ear. I have some fond memories from back in the day. You dancing in your pants, scaring a poor woman. Ole! I always remember being so small, but dancing on your feet made me feel so tall. Birthdays and Christmas, you were always near. Annoying mum with the camcorder, calling her dear. So thanks, Dad, for all the laughs you provide. 60 years old, you take it all in your stride. So cheers and happy birthday to you. Treat yourself to an extra long Mr. Hanky on the loo. Happy birthday, Dad. Hope you have a lovely day. I hope you enjoy all your birthday gifts and being with the family, even though we drive you mad. So some funny memories that I have. Playing football in the garden at St John's Road when it was our bedtime. Funny how it was always me who got hit first. Family holiday. Especially the one where I spewed in every single room for you to clean up. Hope you enjoyed that one. Being force-fed gammon by you. Happy memories. I do remember that you would always lend a hand with our homework and stuff, with like the making ones. So thank you for that. Helping Sammy with his homework is a chore, so I understand how annoying that must have been. I remember once when I lived at Packer Road, I went out and left my hair straighteners on, and you wrote a note to me and said, "Thickhead, you left your straighteners on," but you wrote it in my expensive eyeliner, and I was really cross. I remember crashing my car into the flower pot when I first started to drive at St John's Road. So thanks for doing all the driving lessons and everything and being patient with me with that. Or not really so patient, but thanks for doing it anyway. And just like playing all the silly games, and thanks for like always hosting family events and things like that as well. Like, we really appreciate it. And yeah, you're a fantastic dad. You're a fantastic and funny granddad to Sammy. And yeah, wishing you a happy birthday.
That is funny.
Does he make you laugh?
Yeah.
Anything else that you like about him?
He's nice, kind. He annoys lots of us.
You have another funny memory of Grandad to share, don't you?
He fell asleep on Christmas Day.
Under your SpongeBob blanket. What have you got any nice memories of Grandad's?
Going camping.
Oh, that's nice.
It's me again. I've written a little poem about you just to celebrate some of your little foibles. So here goes. The cup size is important, the temperature just right, but please don't stir the spoon around or punch you, I just might. Never squash my bread rolls, it makes me feel quite glum. My toilet rolls must be so soft to suit my delicate bum. My t-shirt must be tucked in, don't want to feel the cold. Cuffs on shirts must be aligned. Am I just getting old? And when you eat your dinner, please don't scrape that plate. I cannot bear to hear it. It makes me quite irate. I don't like heights or corners, so please remember this. Don't send me bungee jumping, think I'll give that a miss. I'm so proud of my garden, my lawn and flower beds, but if I see those wretched moles, I'll whack them on their heads. When driving in my car, please don't sit on my arse. If you don't like the speed I go, then please feel free to pass. And when I meet an old friend, and they look like an old man, I really do not understand. I must be Peter Pan. I understand I'm getting old. My joints, they often creak. But if you put me in a home, please visit me each week. I know I am annoying, and my listening skills are poor. But when it comes to family, I couldn't love you more.
Happy birthday, Dad. I hope you have a really nice day. When I was thinking about a message to send to you, the first thing that I sort of thought of was your disgusting toilet humour. That always makes me laugh. When you sent me disgusting, like gross texts about your poo or something, that's the first thing that comes to mind, and your really cheesy jokes. That is also one of the first things that comes to my mind about you. On a nicer note, you're very, very caring towards your 2 grandsons, always making them laugh and playing with them, and a really good granddad to them. And another thing as well, you're always very happy to do DIY around the house, and you never moan about it. Every time you come round, I always ask you to bring your toolkit and help Mark, who is a little bit useless at jobs. So that's really good and really helpful to us, and we really do appreciate that. I've always thought that you have been a really good dad to me and my sisters. You've always wanted the very best for us. And you've also really taught us really good morals as well in life, which has definitely helped me, I think, to build a loving, caring family with Mark and George, and obviously the baby that's on the way. So I really appreciate that as well. Thank you for all you do for me, and I hope you have a lovely birthday. So happy birthday, Grandad.
Happy birthday, Grandad.
Oh God. Right, bye.
Why are you stirring the tea like that? You know it annoys me.
What jobs are you doing, Grandad?
I wasn't sleeping, I was just resting my eyes. Happy birthday, Dad.
It's me, Sammy. Happy birthday.
In what year was the Queen born?
Toy Story.
Sarah, why's the bloody heating on? Look, it's on bloody 20 degrees. Just get a dressing gown. Don't need the heating on. Oh my God, why are all the lights on? Bloody hell. Turn that off. Oh, that's an energy saving ball. Keep that on. Oh my God, Sarah.
Do it again. 3 things would you take to a desert island?
Toy Story.
Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Happy birthday, Andy.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Andy.
Oi! Stop that. That's really annoying.
You're annoying. Go away, you poo. What's your favourite food?
Toy Story.
Can I grab some of your legs?
Oh yes, you can. Oh, George.
Oi! What have I told you about leaving these bloody doors open? You weren't born in a field, were you? I'm not made of money.
Oh yeah, just one last thing I wanted to say. I'm so proud of you for how hard you've always worked to support your family and how you've set up your own business. I never underestimate what this takes. You've also managed to put up with me with some patience and stamina for the last 38 years. So I decided it was time for you to have a treat. So, you need to put this on and you need to come with me. We're going on a little trip. See you when we get there.